Hey guys, so today I am back with a new video, and today I'm going to be filming a new sketchbook tour. I'm sorry for not uploading a video for a while. I was kind of going through a really weird time with my art as well with my life kind of in general. I'll talk a little bit about the art side of stuff when I kind of get into the sketchbook, so let's go ahead and do that right now. So this is the sketchbook I recently completed. It is a Crescent Render Pro sketchbook in the spiral bound. If you've seen my previous sketchbook tours, you know that I love this sketchbook brand. It's really good for if you use markers, which I use. It's my favorite medium, and they work great because you can draw on like one side of the paper and like color it with alcohol markers, and you will not see it on the other side of the paper, so you get to draw on both sides, and it's just really nice. I will say though that it is not the best for watercolors, so if you do a lot of watercolor or any other like wet mediums, this might not be the sketchbook for you. This sketchbook took me a while to finish. Like, I feel like I said my other one took a while to finish, but this one felt really long. It took me about like 4 to 5 months to complete, and I had a lot of art block in the sketchbook. It was really weird because I started this sketchbook by drawing almost like every day, and I was doing so much art, and then I just kind of suddenly stopped and my art just like declined, and it was kind of very like stable for a while. It would like I would draw for a bit and then I would stop for a while, and towards the end of the sketchbook I started to draw every day again, which I'm kind of doing now as well in my new sketchbook, so I'm really hoping that's a good sign for things to come. Also, as you can see here on the cover, I have some stickers, so in case you want to know where they are from. This one, the Junkrat one, is from a Overwatch line bag sticker pack I got. This one is from a convention I went to a year ago, and this one is from Redbubble. Anyway, let's dive right into the sketchbook. Here is my introduction page. As usual, I normally do kind of like a self-portrait type thing, so I have that here, and I have the start and ending date. So my starting date for this was August 2nd, 2018, and I finished this on December 20th, 2018. I also have my social media here as well, and another thing happened with my social media where I ended up deactivating my old Instagram account that I had had for about 4 to 5 years, and I kind of just wanted a fresh start, so I made a new account. So if you would like to go follow it, it's still Kelly Lauren Art. It's just I have a lot less posts than I did on my other one, and it's kind of a fresh start, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it, so if you'd like to go check it out, please do. Here is the first drawing in the sketchbook. It is Tracer from Overwatch. A lot of the first few drawings in the sketchbook have a speed paint on this channel, or like a speed drawing, so if they do, I'll be sure to mention it and link it below. So this is one of those drawings, so if you want to know a little bit more about it, I talk about it in that video. Here is a drawing of this girl. This is done with watercolor. I did it on a cheap like 99-cent store paper, and it didn't hold up to the watercolor very well, which is why I taped it in. But this drawing is half done with watercolors and half of it is done with marker. Here are some sketches of some girls I saw on Pinterest. I was kind of trying to go for more of a realism style, but definitely not very realistic. I originally just sketched these with pencil, and then I went over them with ink, and I just taped them in. Here is a drawing I have of Widowmaker. Again, I have a speed drawing of this on my channel, so you can go check that out if you want. I really like how this drawing turned out. I like how I colored it and stuff, although I do think the anatomy is a little off. Here is a drawing of Farah in her asp skin. I really like how the armor turned out on this, but I do not like how her face came out at all. And I have a speed drawing of this, so if you want to see the process of me inking and coloring this, you can check that out. Drawing I did inspired by 21 Pilots' album Trench. This is when they were releasing some of these songs, so I think there were like 3 or 4 songs out by this point, and I wanted to do some art kind of inspired, so I did kind of this vulture, but I liked how it turned out when I originally did it, but now that I kind of look back on it, I don't really like it as much. Here was another Pinterest girl I drew. I was kind of going for the same theme I was going for with the other one, but I feel like again it's not very realistic looking. Here's a drawing of Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. Originally I wanted to draw her in her original kind of jester outfit, and I just never did. Like, I could not draw her hat. It was really bugging me. So I ended up just drawing her in her Suicide Squad outfit because I used to draw her in that outfit back when the movie had like just come out, and I hadn't drawn it in a while, and I was like, I want to see how much my art has improved. And I think you can actually see that drawing in one of my old sketchbook tours, so if you want to see how I drew about like 2 years ago, you can go check that out. Here's a drawing I did of Becky Lynch in her SummerSlam attire. I did a whole speed drawing on this, so feel free to check that out. Here is a drawing of Agilities from the LA Valiant. I'm pretty sure I drew this during All-Star Weekend and I wanted to draw one of the players, so I drew Agilities kinda in his like LA Valiant jersey, and then I have the logo in the background, and I don't think it looks like him that much, but I do like how I kind of colored it and how the whole background turned out. Here's a drawing of Peridot. I did this for a 99-cent store supply challenge, so if you want to check that out, you can check that out. And that was actually the last video I uploaded on my channel before I kind of took a long disappearing break, but I'm back now and I'm ready to start making more videos. Here's a drawing I did of Charizard from Pokemon. I drew this after I watched the 24-hour Pokemon Twitch stream, and I was watching the episode where Ash got a had a Charizard, and he was trying to use it in battle, but like the Charizard would like not cooperate with him, so I kind of wanted to draw Charizard after that. Here is a drawing of Alexa Bliss. I drew this after I think she posted a photo of like this attire and like this pose on Instagram, and I really liked it and I wanted to give it a try at drawing, and I really like how this turned out. I put a lot of detail into it, and I also think the background with the colors is like super pretty. The one thing I will say I don't like about this is the arms. I am really bad at anatomy, as you'll probably see in the sketchbook. I did try to work on improving it, but a lot of parts of the anatomy are just like really wonky in a lot of my drawings, and for this one it's definitely the arms. Here's some original art I did. I found this girl kind of in this pose on Pinterest and I wanted to draw it, and I decided to kind of make it look like she's like sitting on the moon, although I don't think that's what it looks like at all. And I drew her in this kind of like really nice outfit with like the long flowy hair, and I like the concept of it. I just don't think I kind of have like the art skills to pull it off, so definitely in the future I feel like when my art skills improve, I'll probably try and redraw this. So this is when the second stage, I believe, of the Overwatch World Cup was happening, and USA and Canada, which were my two favorite teams, were going to be competing against each other, and everyone was like super hyped for the match. So I drew pictures of my two favorite main tanks from each team. So this is Muma from Team USA, and then on the other side we have XQC from Team Canada. Here is this wolf I drew with kind of a rose. I wanted to kind of draw this concept again after I had drawn it previously and not liked how it turned out. So I redrew it and I really liked it, and I kind of want to make stickers or like prints of this, and I have a few other drawings I kind of want to do this with too, so I'll make sure to point those out. So if you would be interested in that, please let me know, because I'm trying to see like what people would think of it. Here is a drawing of Joker from the new Joker movie, and this is when I believe stills were released from the new movie, and everyone was getting like super hyped up for it. So I decided to draw him. Some of the gel pen got smudged from the other side of the paper. Here's a drawing of Dante from the Houston Outlaws. This was drawn around, I believe, the time where Dante had just like announced that he was traded to the Outlaws from the San Francisco Shock, and everyone was like freaking out and a lot of people were drawing him art. So I wanted to join in, so I did this drawing of him. Here is a drawing I did of Symmetra. I kind of just felt like drawing Symmetra, and I ended up doing exactly that. I was also trying to play around with poses for this one. Here is a drawing I did of Finn Balor. I think I was originally gonna draw legs for this, but like the legs just weren't working out, so it's just his torso floating in the air. But he saw this on Instagram and he put it on his story, so that was pretty exciting when that happened. This is the Punisher. I think I drew this when I like really felt like drawing Punisher, and I was also watching his Netflix series, which I never ended up finishing because I'm terrible at finishing shows. But this is probably my least favorite drawing in the sketchbook. I just feel like it does not look like him at all, and I just don't like how it turned out overall. Here is a drawing of young Alice Cooper from Riverdale. This is when the stills were released of the kids playing their parents, and I loved the look of young Alice, so I had to draw her. So this is what I ended up doing. I don't really like the face that much, but other than that, I think the rest of it's okay. Although wait, actually, I forgot. I hate how the hand looks like. I was trying to do kind of like a different pose, but like I don't know what that hand is. Like I said, I can't draw hands. Here's a drawing of Roman Reigns. I did this drawing after it was announced that he had leukemia, and I was really devastated about that news, as well as a lot of other fans, so I wanted to do a piece for him. So I did this in kind of like the black and white grayscale. So I did this using black watercolor that I like watered down to get the different gray tone scales, and I also used Copic marker and ink for this. So this drawing I accidentally drew like upside down from the rest of the sketchbook, so like when I draw it I have to like flip the whole sketchbook around. But this is a drawing I did a blue lion. I didn't draw this for any other reason than I kind of felt like drawing something like robotic, because when I'm kind of in an art block I like to draw kind of very robotic things because or things that are like very complicated, because I find it's like really relaxing for some reason, and I tend to like how the aftermath turns out. So I drew Blue Lion, and I did kind of this like watercolor background thing with it, and this is the only Voltron thing I drew in this whole sketchbook. I haven't watched season 8 yet. I'm not like emotionally ready for the show to end, so I'll probably get around to watching it eventually. I know kind of a decent amount of what happens, but I really need to catch up, I know. And then here's Bob. I drew this after Ash and Bob were revealed at BlizzCon, and I was like, I have to draw Bob because I loved him. So I drew him, and I really like how this turned out overall. And then of course I had to draw an Ash to go along with Bob. And here is a drawing of Ronda Rousey. I originally drew this because one of her fan accounts, or like I think her like official fan account, was holding a art contest on Instagram that she was going to be judging, and I had been wanting to draw her, so I finally got around to doing it. I didn't win the contest, but it was still really fun to get to draw this. Here is a drawing of Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph 2. I drew this after seeing the movie, and it was a really fun movie. I enjoyed it. It was fun, and I had been wanting to draw Vanellope after seeing it, so I finally got around to doing that. Again, I was kind of trying to do like an interesting pose, but I didn't really have like enough space, so I feel like the anatomy just ends up looking weird. And you know, as usual, I can't draw hands, but I like overall how I kind of colored this and how the rest of it turned out. This is probably one of my favorite pieces. It's of a Doberman Pinscher, and in the background I just have like a bunch of flowers, and I really like this piece. I don't know, it made me kind of like drawing animals a lot more, and this is kind of what made me want to do like a print series with like a bunch of like animals with like flowers and kind of plants, or maybe like backgrounds, because I have another animal drawing that I did towards the end of the sketchbook that it's like a background instead of flowers, and I kind of want to do like prints and stickers, and I feel like this would make like a really nice printer sticker. So let me know what you guys think. Here is a draw this in your style challenge I did for Cyrus. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that on Instagram's 30K event, and I kind of like how this turned out. Like I feel like by itself it looks okay, but then I compare it to the original piece and I'm like, ooh, that doesn't look that good at all. Here's a drawing I did of New York XL Zenyatta because I really wanted to draw Zenyatta and I like his New York XL skin. Here's a drawing of Miz because despite Miz being one of my first ever favorite wrestlers, I've never actually drawn him before, so I wanted to do a drawing of him. So here's that. I did him kind of doing like his poses that he does like at the start of his entrance. Here are a drawing of Zarya and Lucio. I drew these after their skins were revealed and I really liked them, especially Zarya's. I mean, the little bear hat is so cute. So I wanted to try and draw them, which I did, although I was really late to coloring these, so by the time I finished coloring and posting this, like 15 other skins were revealed already, so I just only ended up drawing these two. Okay, so this drawing is my favorite one in the sketchbook. It is a drawing of Marty Scurll, and if you don't know who he is, he's a wrestler. He's wrestles in ROH, he's wrestled in New Japan, and he's known for being on the YouTube series Being the Elite. He was a member member. Pretty much he's a member of the elite. And I really love how this drawing turned out. It's probably my favorite one I've ever done. Favorite in this sketchbook for a few reasons. Number one is that I put a lot of detail into this. I went crazy with the background and just the drawing in general, and it is super sparkly. Like, you can't really see it, I feel like, that well in this lighting, but the whole thing is just like super glittery. But the other reason I really like this drawing is because I actually got to meet him, and I gave him a copy of this drawing and he signed it. So yeah, here's the signature, and he was super nice. He actually remembered it from Instagram, which was like really cool. I wasn't expecting that. And he was super nice in general, and I'm so happy I got to meet him. He was like one of my favorites. So if you want to see pictures from that, I posted them on my Instagram, so feel free to go check that out. Here is a drawing I did of Asuka, the SmackDown Women's Champion. I was so happy when she won the title, so I had to do a drawing of her, and I really liked how this turned out. She saw it on Twitter too, which was pretty cool, so I was very excited about that. Here's a llama I drew because I felt like drawing a llama, but originally I was gonna draw it with like plants or flowers in the background, and I just ended up kind of doing this galaxy background instead, although I think it looks a little more like camo, to be honest. But again, I kind of want to make these animals into like prints or stickers, so if you'd be interested in that, please let me know. And then finally in here I have the last drawing of the sketchbook, a drawing of Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. I kind of tried to do like this look behind the back pose, and it was actually kind of hard to draw, but I had a lot of fun doing it and coloring it, and I really like how it turned out. So that is it for the sketchbook. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I started a new sketchbook already, so there will be a new sketchbook tour in a few months from now. I also have a lot of old sketchbooks, so if you'd be interested in any more old sketchbook tours, feel free to let me know. I think I've done like 2 of them already, and both were pretty popular, I think, or at least like well liked compared to my other videos, so feel free to let me know about that. And I'm definitely gonna try and make videos. I'll probably make some more after or around Christmas, probably like after Christmas. But yeah, I'm really excited to get this channel up and running again. I really missed making videos, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to, feel free to like and comment. I love reading comments, it makes me really happy. And feel free to subscribe and check out my other social media down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!